Hello, Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. Excuse me. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. On the side here, you can see that there's a website at the bottom of that. I think it's Schaefer Publishing. Schiffer with two F's. .com, and it's from 2016, but still. If you want to find out more information about that deck, just pause the video at that spot and go ahead and search that down. The supportive oracle cards are Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. This one also has a website, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. It's at the bottom down here. If I could just hopefully hold it still, and that way if you want to pause the video and search down that website, you can do that as well. Okay, what do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? Okay. A lot coming in. You do have a couple upside down cards coming in. We'll find out in a minute if that's good, bad, or indifferent. For some reason this deck, I have some cards upside down in it. So I'm just kind of rolling with it. Coming into the situation, a change is happening, and you're trying to help. You got action with boundaries. There's only so much you can do. You're trying to usher in the situation. You're supportive of it. You got the World coming in, but you got the Death card reversed, which the Death card reversed is sometimes like things are changing, but you're not really affecting it. And you're trying to, and you're very supportive. You want to help. You want to be a part of it, but something seems to be holding you back. Definitely a big change happening here in the environment. You got change happening, change coming forward, trying to deal with it, trying to work forward with it, trying to make it happen. It seems to be centered around somebody else. When I get the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, are they both fives? Yeah. It feels like this is something somebody else is working towards, and they might be kind of cutting you out of the situation. I think that's why the Death card's upside down too. And you got the boundaries. You do have the boundaries with the Death card. Those two are coming in together. So something feels like it's ending, but you have no say over the situation, and it's not including you. I feel like you're being pushed out. There's a change where you're being pushed out. You didn't want to be pushed out to begin with, though. I don't think that's what you wanted to happen. And again, these two cards are upside down, the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles coins. It's earth and water, though. It's about somebody else. They don't want you to be a part of something anymore. So they're removing themselves from your connection. This might be somebody who had a problem with you over the past, I don't know, couple years, maybe a couple months. Somebody who's just been a thorn in your side anyway and difficult to deal with, and they've just decided they're just going to move on without you. When this happens, I do feel like this is not a fun moment for you. You don't seem to like this. It doesn't seem like it's really fair, is what I'm also getting. Strength reversed with the Fear card is kind of like there's nothing to fight for. And it's very upsetting. Like, it's like you weren't even given a chance to change anything. You weren't given a chance to talk anything out. And it's just the situation changed without no matter if you liked it or not, it just changed. It just went forward. And there was nothing to fight with. There's this, it's almost like you come home and things are gone. And there's a letter saying, I'm not coming back. And that's all there is to it. This energy is completely just disconnecting. This energy is like, it's very cold turkey, I guess you could say. Like, not only is this energy like taking you out or removing your connection to them, they're just disappearing altogether. It's kind of like If this was somebody you were living with, it's like literally you're coming home, all their stuff is gone, there's a letter, I'm done, have a good life, and you don't even know where they went. They're just like, they don't want to see you, talk to you, they're not acknowledging you. Cold turkey, nothing. Nothing. The Four of Cups reversed is kind of like they don't want to deal with you and they're not going to. Seems very harsh to me. But what I'm also getting is kind of like once it's done, and once done is done, I'm getting you didn't really want to fight with them anyway. If that's the outcome, if that's how it is, I feel like you make peace with this fairly quickly. And you're kind of like, well, if it's done, then I guess it's done. You make changes. You just like, all right, I have other things I can do with this. You don't let it hold you down. This kind of reminds me of Pisces a little bit. You're just kind of like, I'm not going to let this hold me down. I'm just going to do what I need to do with it. And that's that. You got the Ace of Wands, which is a very complementary card to Sagittarius. You're fire. Wands are fire. Very, very good energy. You're at peace with it fairly, well, I should say you become at peace with it when you just start moving forward. Okay, I live here by myself now. They're gone. Do I want to keep living here or do I move somewhere else? Do I want to have somebody else move in? What do I want to do with this space? You just kind of like stand up and like, well, this is what I'm going to do then. If that's how it is, then that's how it is. I have all this leftover space. I'm just going to decide what I want to do with it, and you move forward with that. It doesn't hold you down very long. You're just kind of like, all right, that's how it worked out. You're still left with a lot of questions. Like, why did that play out that way? There's a lot of missing pieces. Like, a lot of this doesn't make sense is what I'm getting. And even with this reading, I'm just kind of like, I'm not getting answers, but I guess it's because it's a general read. Like, there's so many different ways that could go. I'm not sure what was going on with this person, if they were just having a bad time, they just couldn't handle life anymore. I don't know what the deal was, but they left you with a lot of questions, and those questions don't seem to have actual answers. The Nine of Swords is telling me it's just kind of like, I don't know why that happened that way. I don't get it. I got up and I did what I had to do with it because I had to. You just couldn't sit there and let it hold you down. So you did what you had to do with it, but you're like, I still don't understand what was going on with that. Hunger is also here in the environment. Whatever this person did to fix their situation, I don't think it worked. They might have been blaming you for something that they thought was wrong in their life, but after this drastic change happens, they're still going to have the same problem. I don't think it's fixing anything. The way they're handling this is not fixing anything. But it may give you a break from them. It may actually be better for you. It may actually be better for you for them just to go their own way. If that's how they're going to live life, and they're going to have those problems anyway, maybe it's better that they left, because I'm getting still they're going to have those problems. They're still going to have those same problems. Nothing is really changing. I'm getting you're sticking with the plan. Once they're gone, I feel like you're not letting them come back. You're like, all right, you wanted to be gone and you're now gone. Don't come back and try to repeat this with me. I'm done. That might be advice for some of you to not let this energy come back. If it wants to go, let it be gone. If it wants to come back, because the hunger comes in, they might realize that this didn't fix their situation. They might try to come back. I'm getting don't let that energy come back. They're saying don't let that energy come back. Don't let that energy come back, because this seems to be a person or situation, maybe it's situational, that likes to blame you or blame other people for their problems, and that's not good. That's not healthy. You don't need that. You got the Hermit with self-love and focus. If somebody tries to return that left you abruptly and just left you holding the bag, if they try to do that, really think about this. The advice is to not let this come back, but really think about this. Focus on what's really good for you here. Think about why that person left and what that brings to your life if they return. You know what I mean? Do what's right for you. Don't do what's right for them. Don't do what's right for them. This is one of those things where the spiritual growth is to really look at how this affects your life. Sometimes that's hard for people to see. Spiritual growth sometimes comes into a point where it's like you're standing up for yourself and you're not just standing there waiting for the next punch. Because you know what? That's not spiritual growth, just letting somebody constantly hurt you. The spiritual growth might be like, hey, this isn't right, this isn't good, I should stop letting this happen, I need to get out of this situation. I can't fix them, I can't stop them from throwing punches, but I don't have to be here to be the one that gets hit with them. And I can step out of it. This, I feel like they're saying this self-love, especially with focus, realize what this does to your life if you let this person back in, and realize what you really want out of life. You don't owe this person that. You don't owe this person, that type of, what do you call it? Salvation? It's not really salvation, though. It doesn't sound right. Because I just feel like they're going to realize, oh, I guess it wasn't the Sagittarius' fault. And then they'll come back, and then it'll be a while goes by, but then they might blame you again in a different way. Don't let this energy back, is what I'm getting. Whatever this is, it's kind of like once it moves on, or once it blames you, because it seems like it might go a blaming route too. They might not actually just leave, but they might just blame you the whole way. Once you realize that that's what they're doing, see it for what it is, and don't accept that. Even if you can't fight against it directly, at least internally realize that that's not right, and then start changing your energy to move on from it. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.